To whom much is given, much is required. See, bro, you got to live a life that's above reproach. You're called to something far greater than the average person. You are chosen. But you have to know that, see that, feel that, and understand that. You got to know that the struggle that you experience inside your life right now is ordained by God. You don't think God knew you were going to go through this? You don't think God knew, the Father knew that Jesus was going to encounter 40 days and nights in the wilderness and that he was going to be tested amidst that time? See, the problem is that you feel as though you shouldn't have to deal with this. You feel as though you should have reasons and justifications to do things that are self-destructive that normal people do. But here's the deal. You're not normal. That's part of the reason why you have these problems to begin with. You're not normal. You're not a normal person. You're an obsessed person. You're a guy that goes above and beyond. You're a guy that pushes forward. You're a guy that loves the feeling of effort, friction, stress, high pressure. So here's the deal. You got to know that at this time, right now, you have no excuse to be doing something self-destructive and detrimental to you, your health, and your life, and your future. If it's not making you more money, if it's not making you better looking, if it's not making you a better husband, if it's not giving you a better future, if it's not making you a better father, if it's not giving you if it's not doing anything positive in your life, then it's got to go. It's got to be removed right now today. Why? Because the future version of you requires the current version of you to let go of those things so he can become who he needs to be. Don't you understand? The things that used to serve you in your past no longer serve you. Stop putting on dead man's clothes. Stop going back into your closet, putting on the old suit that you try to fit in only to tear the back of it. Why? Because it no longer works. You're going back to things and trying to use those things to get a result, but all you're getting is shame and guilt. All you're getting, right, is depression and anxiety. All you're getting is self-loathing, negative self-talk, self-condemnation. All you're getting is stepping outside of alignment with what you know God has for you. Can't be a walking contradiction, bro. Especially when you lead a team, especially when people look at you and you're supposed to be the guy that has the answers to these issues. You're called for something so much greater, but you can't keep living your life like you're some average Joe. And I'm not saying, right, I'm not talking down to anybody who, right, I'm saying that, oh, you think that other people are just average, that everybody's average. No, I'm saying that certain people have certain issues. And when it comes to these issues that I'm talking about right now, if I'm not talking to you, this isn't for you. I'm talking to the guy who understands what I'm saying right now. That you got to live above reproach. That if you fall, so many other people fall as a result. If I fall, you don't think that my clients have a way out? If I fall, you don't think that's a domino effect on people in my life? That doesn't mean that I think I'm God. That means that I recognize that there are consequences in people's life when I don't live a certain way. And when God has ordained you to live a certain way because he's had a calling on your life, that's something you can't walk away from. So drinking the alcohol, right? Watching your screen and doing things on there that you know you shouldn't be doing, engaging in conversations or extracurricular activities that you know take you away from the greatest version of you, bring no fruit into your life. Bear no fruit into your life. Do not make you a better man, so they need to be removed. It's time to trim the fat on your life. And I'm here to help you do that. My whole entire team is here to help you do that. You're not alone in this, but you got to understand one thing. To whom much is given, much is required. I know, it feels like sometimes you want to run away from it. Like, I didn't ask for this. I want to have every excuse under the sun to do what other people do. But here's the problem. Your conscience, the Holy Spirit already knows. You already know. Your buddies can do it and they can get away with it and they don't feel bad about it, but you do. And that's because you're different. And you need to be around other guys that understand you to that capacity, that get that part of you. Because when you do, there's so much power in proximity. When you do, and you trim the fat, solving all the external issues in your life becomes easy. When you take your focus off of all your external goals and you become the goal, personal development becomes the goal. That's a guy people want to hire. That's a guy people want to go into business with. That's a guy people want to get back into a relationship with. That's a guy that people want to put in a position of leadership. That's a guy that people want to follow. That's a guy that leads and he's congruent. He's not a hypocrite. He's not a liar. He's congruent. And you can watch him with a secret hidden camera on him all day long, and he is who he says he is.